Welcome. This is a video guide to pre-declaring imports from outside of the UK, Guernsey and the Isle of Man, including a brief guide on using the global tariff and how to create the declaration on Caesar. This should be viewed in conjunction with the user guide. Remember to have all the information at hand to complete the declaration as listed below. Please note, suppliers will normally add the tariff codes and the country of origin to the invoice. If this information is available, it should be obtained from the supplier before you commence with the pre-arrival declaration. To find your commodity code, please visit www.gov.uk/trade tariff. The trade tariff contains the following: chapters, headings and subheadings, and the goods description. Legal notes that are applicable to both headings and subheadings. General rules for the classification of goods. First steps to identifying the goods are listed below. In finding out as much as possible about the goods, the goal is to identify the goods in their condition as imported. Guidance can be found by visiting the link below. Let's visit the global tariff and see an example. The example we will use is for blazer, being imported from France to Jersey. The blazer is made fully of cotton and manufactured in France. Therefore, the country of origin is France. So this is the page with the trade tariff and where you can look up a commodity code. You can click on Start Now and you will see there are a number of sections and a number of chapters. To enter your search, you can enter the name of the goods or the commodity code if you already have it. We're going to enter blazer and search. You will see under this header, chapter 6104, I've found blazers under line 2. I'm going to click on blazer. This then gives us a number of subheadings. So now click on jacket and blazers of cotton, and you will note that third country duty is an additional 12%. So we're going to click on of cotton, and this will present an overview of the trade tariff. The commodity code is 610-432-0000, 10 digits for import and 8 digits for export. So importing from outside the UK is subject to a third country duty of 12% unless subject to other measures. Import measures and restrictions for specific countries can be found under the Import tab. As our item is manufactured in France, let's just have a look at import. We're going to select under countries, France. And if we scroll down to import control or customs duties, we can see the European Union has a tariff preference rate of 0%. If you go back to overview, what we're going to do now is highlight our tariff code and copy. And remember to read the footnotes below. Once you have all the information required, you can now create your pre-arrival declaration. And you can log into your account. Log in. Once you log into your account, you will see at the top of the screen there's a number of drop-down menus. And on this occasion, we're going to select Create Declaration. You will see two options, Create Vehicle Declaration and Create Goods Declaration. In this scenario, we're going to create Goods Declaration. The first box that appears is Notes. If you have any notes, please enter them in this box. Onto the second line, the date of arrival in Jersey. There's a little calendar to the right, and select your date. The consignor is the EU supplier or third country supplier. And you'd enter their name into this consignor box. We then move down onto the declaration lines and tab through each field, entering the correct information. In the first box, it's asking for a tracking number. If you have a tracking number, please enter it. If no tracking number, just leave it blank. On the second box, you will see that the status is in free circulation, and we want the origin of the goods. We know that our blazer was manufactured in France, so we're going to select France and tab through. The custom status now changes to not in free circulation. Onto description, select the blue drop-down box and you will find a number of options. So alcohol, tobacco, hydrocarbon fuel and other goods. Now we're going to select other goods and we're going to enter the word blazer and then tab through. And I'm going to right click and paste my commodity code and then tab through again to number 1. And it's one item. If you didn't cut and paste your commodity code, you can actually physically type it in. Then we're going to move on to the value, £300, and you can select the currency. If it's in euros, you can select euros and tab through. With the shipping cost, and tab through. If your shipping cost was included in the total value, you can write the word included. And tab. You then have to enter in the number of units. This was one blazer. And then we want to scroll down and check the measures. Select the most appropriate scenario for the goods being imported. So there's 3 options. And in this scenario, as my good was manufactured and made in the European Union, I'm going to select the tariff preference rate of duty. And now I'm going to save and submit my declaration and enter in my password. And confirm. Now your declaration cannot be completed online due to the following reasons. The tariff measure conditions should be reviewed by an officer and proof of origin is required. If you have your invoice ready at hand, you can upload it to your pre-arrival declaration so it can be reviewed by an officer. Just click on your declaration number and it will take you back to your declaration. The status of your declaration now shows as accepted. However, officer intervention is required. You now want to upload your document, so under Options on the right-hand side of the screen, Upload Document, Add Document, select from the drop-down menu and choose File. I'm going to now open my blazer invoice, upload, and write the word invoice in this box and save. Your declaration is now submitted and your invoice is uploaded. An officer will now go in and review your declaration, and if satisfactory, they will authorise it. Once you're complete, you can log out. Thank you for listening.